Welcome to the MPAC Zoomcast. I'm Ed Kirchdoerffer, Chief Operating Officer here at Mayo Performing Arts Center. We are back after a brief hiatus. It's summertime here at MPAC, and we have a great lineup of summer shows coming. And today we're going to talk about a show on July 17th, featuring the group Yächtley Crew, doing the best of the yacht rock genre sound. We are joined today by the lead singer of Yächtley Crew, Philly Ocean. Hey, Philly, how you doing?
Hey, I'm great. Thanks for having me on.
You got the sunglasses on. I'm going to put the sunglasses on too. We're going to be...
Keep it smooth.
We are cool, smooth. I'm assuming that Philly Ocean is not the name on your birth certificate, though. So we just want to get that.
That's right. Yeah, that's our Yacht Rock name. All of us in the band have our own Yacht Rock name.
Tell us a little about the, before we talk about the group, just for those who aren't familiar with the Yacht Rock sound, tell us a little about what that genre is so people understand that.
Sure. The easiest way to describe it is, even if you've never heard the term yacht rock, you already know what it is. It's all of your favorite soft rock hits from the late 70s, early 80s. So think Hall & Oates, Toto, Steely Dan, Christopher Cross, the Doobie Brothers. Those are the artists that make up, and many more, by the way, they make up the genre called yacht rock. The other way I like to tell people is, like, just imagine you're sitting on a yacht in the middle of the ocean on a beautiful summer day. What is the music that you want to be listening to capture that vibe? And that's what we do.
Mm-hmm. So tell us a little about your group. How long have you been around? You're a California-based group, right? And
yep.
What people expect? I'm going to have to take these off because I cannot read my notes.
That's all right.
Fluorescent lights on. Maybe if I was outside. But tell us a little about what people can expect in the Yächtley Crew show.
Yeah, so we got started back in 2017. We're all based in Southern California. We got started just because we love this music, and no one was really doing anything with it. And we thought, man, you know, what would be fun? We had no idea if we'd play 6 shows or 6,000. And here we are 7 years later, and things just keep getting bigger and bigger. We're in the middle of our biggest tour ever. It's called the Full Steam Ahead Tour. We're playing well over 100 shows across the country this year. And this summer, we're doing a 2-month bus tour. That's where we're going to be coming to the Mayo Performing Arts Center. And by the way, I didn't say this at the top, but we're so excited to play this venue. I personally have known this venue for well over a decade, and I've seen acts there, and it's just a stunning place, and we're honored to get to play there. What to expect at a Yächtley Crew show? Well, we're not just a band that stands there and goes through the motions. It is a full-on inclusive performance. We have people showing up wearing their own captain's garb, their captain's hats. They're pre-gaming at home with their friends, making pina coladas, and they come out ready to sing. So it's a full-on party. And that's what we love, that our audience gets so involved with us and they sing along and they have a great time. But we're a 7-piece band, and every single one of us is a showman. So it's super high energy, super fun, and super engaging.
Now, your group, according to your bio, Jimmy Buffett had signed you to his label at a point. Tell us about what it was like for him to like your music.
Yeah, honestly, a dream come true. We love Jimmy. And yeah, we put out our first EP. It's called Seize the Day. You can listen to it anywhere you stream your music. You can buy the album on our website, yachtleycrew.com. And it's about a 6-song EP. It has some of our favorite songs that we play at our concert, as well as an original song that we wrote that fits side by side with these 70s and 80s songs. But to meet Jimmy, you know, we actually ran into Jimmy playing a private show in Palm Beach, Florida, about 6 months before we signed with him. And we just happened to be crossing paths in a hallway. But he was everything that you think he is. He was kind. He was incredibly passionate. He was funny. He loved life. And he really kind of, his music and his whole vibe captures exactly what we do. You know, he got people involved. You know, you have all of his fans. They come out because it's almost a culture. You know, it's a whole crowd involvement thing, and that's what we do. So we fit really, really well with the exact same energy that he puts out in the world. And we are honored to be signed to his label.
Why do you think this music resonates with so many people today in 2024?
Yeah, well, I get asked that a lot. And so I've had some time to think about it. I think we're kind of at an interesting point in history. There's so many things out there. There's so many different types of music and so many artists. And we kind of have lost what I grew up with, what I think you grew up with, which is like these cornerstones of culture and pop culture, where even if you didn't necessarily like an artist, you knew it, you heard it because there was only so many radio stations. There was only so many record labels. There was only so many TV channels, right? So everybody tuned into the same show. And now everybody has their own interests. You can find anything that you like, anything that you want, but it has us disconnected in a way. There's something about this music that we play that is timeless, and it crosses generational divides because it's so good and it's so fun. I also think that just in a post-COVID world, where there's so much craziness and there's always something to be stressed out about or be worried about in life, we as human beings, we need a place to let go and to have fun and to be connected. And that's what we endeavor to do. And I think that's what we accomplish. And that's why people keep coming back to see us again and again, and why steam seems to be picking up with what we do, because it's really important to have that in life, a place where you can kind of let go of the troubles and have a place where you come together and have a great time with all different types of people.
Are you finding that a younger generation is now clicking into this music too?
Oh yeah, big time. We just played a show in Flagstaff to several thousand people, and it was an all ages show, which I would say about half of the shows that we play now are all ages. It just depends on the venue, but there were so many kids. I mean, even kids under 12. There was this young fan that actually got there at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon with her dad, and they were walking around the venue because they just wanted to find us and say hi. And she is like an obsessed fan, and she knows all the lyrics to Africa and Escape. And she was in the front row during the concert singing along, and she wanted so badly. We have our own Yächtley Crew picks that have like our little logo on it. She wanted so badly a pick. So at one point I grabbed one, I handed it to her. But yeah, we're seeing all these generations show up together, and it's something that, again, they can connect over music. I mean, music brings everyone together, right? At the end of the day, and it lets people, let their barriers down and just have a good time. And I love that people resonate with what we do.
And like you said, a favorite artist of yours from that era, either that you like to most or performing most. It's sort of like two sides of the same question here.
Well, I'm the lead singer, so there's so many incredible vocalists in the genre, but for me, I think probably the GOAT is Kenny Loggins. I mean, and a close second, if not a tie, would be Michael McDonald. I love singing Kenny Loggins because his melodies are so good and his range is all over the place. So I like a good challenge. It keeps me on my toes as a performer and as a singer. That's one of the great things about this music. We've been playing this for 7 years, and when you're doing something for that long, anything can get a little monotonous, but this music is so challenging and the crowd gets so into it that is one of the things for us in the band that really keeps us engaged and keeps us excited about what we do, is that the music is challenging. You can't just phone it in. You can't, I have got to be doing my pre-show regimen every day. I have to be making sure I'm well hydrated and well rested, and I'm doing my warm-ups and all that stuff, because I don't want someone to come to our show and go, I want it to be like, oh my gosh, that was killer. We want people to walk away from our show going, man, that was one of the best concerts that we've ever been to in our whole life.
Great words of speaking with Billy Ocean of Yächtley Crew, coming to Mayo Performing Arts Center on July 17th. Tickets are available at mayoarts.org. Billy, where can people find out more information about your band?
So we're everywhere. You can check us out on Instagram. Just search Yächtley Crew, Facebook, Yächtley Crew, or our website, Yächtley Crew, and that's spelled YACHTLEYCREW. All of our tickets are up there. Also, a quick Google search will show you all of our dates everywhere we're playing. Again, we're so excited to be at the Mayo Performing Arts Center. And if you happen to be tuning into this because you found this interview somewhere else, please look up our tour schedule, because we're playing 32 shows in the next 2 months. So we will be somewhere close to you or close-ish to you. Come check it out. And please come see us at the Mayo Performing Arts Center too. It's going to be an incredible night. It's going to be packed.
Thank you so much for joining us. Captain's hats are allowed in the theater that night. So come dressed for fun and to sing along and have a great time. Billy, we look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.